we're testing out the GX85. I think this is a really nice camera. Right now it is actually $500 off for holiday savings, so that's going to be for most of the month of December. But mainly why I'm making a video about this camera is because a lot of people seem to look past it when they're looking for a new camera. So instead of staying at NormanCamera to do an unboxing and a video on the GX85, a camera that I think doesn't get enough attention for what it is, we went out downtown Kalamazoo. We went to a new coffee shop to shoot a lot of our shots about the product. In the box with the GX85, you get a 45 to 150 millimeter lens. That's borderline telephoto. And then you got this wide to mid-range lens that comes on it. It's almost like a pancake when it's totally flat. Along in the box, you get a strap, you get a battery, you get a charger, and you get a lens hood for that telephoto lens. A lot of cameras don't always come with that lens hood, so it's actually pretty nice that Panasonic chose to add that in. Now this camera is really nice because it shoots 4K quality video, the same as the GH5, which is a $2,000 camera. This one's only $500 right now, so that's kind of why I wanted to make a video about it. It has stabilization in its sensor. Right now we're shooting off of the GH5, so this is the same exact type of footage that you're gonna get off of the GX85. The only real problem I see with this camera is that it doesn't have a microphone jack. And that can be a big deal for a lot of people, or that doesn't really matter as much for a lot of people that are making home videos, or maybe just some simple videos for YouTube. But for the people that want to vlog, the reason why I see that they're not really looking at this is because of that. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure that this would be the most popular, maybe one of the higher tiered cameras in the vlog or camera market. So an advantage to the GX85 is its small body and small design. It's very light to hold compared to some of the bigger DSLRs that you'll find on the market today. And you can still use some of the larger lenses through adapters. Quick, back at the store, I forgot to mention some of the deals and some of the options that you get with the Micro Four Thirds system. Through adapters, you can use Canon lenses. You could settle for some of the lenses that Lumix makes with Leica. These are some fantastic lenses that you can use with this specific camera. But also, just because the Micro Four Thirds system is super popular, you won't really have to worry about what lenses you can or can't get. Let's go back to downtown Kalamazoo in Bronson Park, and I'll show you some test shots with this camera. There's some wildlife. There's a dog barking at a squirrel. Okay. So what's really nice about when you're using the telephoto lens is that this little pancake lens can just like slip into your pocket real easy like that. It pops out a little bit, but what are you looking at? Stop it. Looking at its bulge, dude. So now I've switched to the telephoto lens, which is a little bit more adventurous. You can get some shots of wildlife, you can get some shots of wild people. So that's what I'm gonna do in this park. We're gonna go in here. Gotta be pretty quick about this stuff. Let's say I want these candy canes, I gotta really come in and get it. There, all right, come on, we gotta go. Keeping up? There's a dog over there. Damn. Dog sees me, but the people didn't see. A little shaky here, but those are good pictures. Oh no! Beautiful. So looking back on some of the photos that I took, moving around really fast, and some of the shots are a little bit blurry, but that's mostly because of the shutter speed. A lot of these do still look pretty sharp, pretty much what you would expect from somebody moving around really fast around a camera on not really the best lit day. A lot of these pictures where I took pictures of the dog and I took pictures of people just walking, they turned out pretty clear. I did get a picture of them, but you're gonna get an image size where you can still crop in, you can mess with it, especially if you're shooting in RAW. You're gonna get some good photos. I'm gonna try to play around with some of these, see what I can get done with them. I'll show you what I come up with. This camera, especially with this sensor is great, so I'm not worried about not being able to do something with the raw files that I took off of this. It's just, I have never really edited with a GX85's photos, so I just want to see what I can get out of them, what kind of colors I can pull out, and see if I can edit them to my style. So I'm just going to try that out, maybe toss on a time lapse, and let's see what they turn out like. So since my desk is out on the sales floor, I had to hop off to talk about editing those photos. Just in general, I myself shoot on a 6D Mark II, which is a full frame sensor, a lot. So I'm pretty used to being able to manipulate my images to exactly how I need them to look, or punch in as far as I want to, and that's why I shoot with wider lenses a lot. But with the G85X, I found that I don't really need to worry about that stuff all too often. I actually didn't really need to worry about it at all. I don't know why I was, but like for some reason, I thought that a 1-inch sensor just wouldn't cut it. This camera is really good, and it kept a lot of sharpness and quality in the image even after punching in pretty far. If you punch in too far, it does start to look a little bit muddy in the colors and the detail, and you kind of have to sharpen up the image a little bit artificially. But just in general, with the lenses available, it looked good, and I got some pretty good photos that I'm kind of proud of, like this dog photo and like this photo of the candy canes. I liked those photos. I think that they look great. I would go out and shoot again with the GX85 just because it was a small camera, pretty light in the hand. I mean, it focused fast. I didn't really need to worry about any of the settings. I did shoot automatic, so that's pretty real life example on what it would be like for you if you don't really know all the manual modes of a camera. Great camera, especially when right now it's $500 off, and it's $500 in general for 2 lenses and that camera, 4K quality, 1-inch sensor that's amazingly sharp for what it is. I'm very impressed by the GX85, and let's go back to Bronson Park for the end of the video. Vertical video. With the GX85, with this lens, having a video like this, with stories becoming such a thing, have like your whole body in there while you're making an Instagram story or posting something to Snapchat. Thank you for watching this video. If you haven't joined the NormanCamera family yet, it's as easy as subscribing. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope I can see you in the next one. Bye-bye.